Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the football betting series here on YouTube UEFA edition. We had a bit of a mixed record last week, which has really seen us stagnate in UEFA. Our record standing at 35 wins, 13 defeats and 5 pushes, and a total UEFA profit of £297.75. When we take that into account for our overall record, we stand at 159 wins, 65 losses and 24 pushes, and a total series profit of £879.98. I'll be honest, I've had a look at the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League, and I'm not too sure there's much value for these second leg games. So today's episode I'm going to recap one pick that we still have live, and one new pick at the end of the video. If you think I'm talking some sense, please drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more content. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to kick things off in the Champions League as we recap our one selection, and that's Real Madrid versus Arsenal, and I did take Real Madrid to qualify. Arsenal managed the first leg incredibly well, however, and taking a look at the numbers, did manage to limit Los Blancos to only 0.5 XG, and aside from the Kylian Mbappe 1-on-1 chance early in the first half, I can't really think of a clear-cut chance for the visitors during the game. It was Declan Rice that broke the deadlock in the second half with a curler of a free kick that bent past the wall and dipped inside of the near post. Then, around a dozen minutes later, Declan Rice had a second opportunity from the left side of the box. He placed the ball right in the postage stamp to beat a helpless Courtois. Mikel Moreno then added Arsenal's third goal in the 75th minute to give the Gunners a really fantastic lead going into the second leg. Now, I did have Real Madrid to qualify, and clearly the odds have swung since our last Champions League episode. The odds currently stand at just shy of 6-1 for Real Madrid to qualify, so I wouldn't call a comeback impossible, although it is highly unlikely. Nevertheless, Real Madrid do have a funny way of getting results in the Champions League, and if they can score early at the Bernabeu, perhaps a comeback could be on. However, as things stand, I am sitting on a Real Madrid to qualify selection, which has not been taken into account in the previous week's result. If this goes on to lose, I will obviously deduct the £40 full stake and add another loss to the loss column for my UEFA record. So a little bit of transparency about that, and obviously I'm still hoping for the Real Madrid comeback. However, moving across to the Europa League now, I do have one fresh pick for these second legs, and I'm going to focus on the Manchester United versus Lyon game. The reverse fixture did finish on as even, where Lyon took the lead through Thiago Almada under bizarre circumstances. As Almada's free kick missed all of the targets from his cross, it should have been a routine stop for Onana. However, to the horror of Manchester United fans, the ball slipped under his hands and nestled into the net to give the French side a 1-0 lead. Then a header from Lyon tied up the scores on the stroke of half-time, and then late on in the second period, a perfectly weighted ball was lifted over the back line by Bruno Fernandes, with Joshua Zirkzee connecting with his header to put Manchester United ahead on the night in the 88th minute. And all was well, right up until the 95th minute, where another goalkeeper mistake handed Cherki a tap-in from a couple of yards out, with the scores finishing 2-2. I've taken a look at the game on 2x speed, and to be honest, neither side really looked that convincing defensively, and this observation is borne out in the stats. Both Lyon and Manchester United combined for 29 efforts, 10 of which were on target, and a combined XG of 2.98. As such, I'm wondering if both teams to score could be on the cards again in the second leg. When we take a look at Manchester United's records, they've seen both teams to score in each of their last 3 Europa League knockout games, and also in 6 of their last 7 Europa League games straight up. In the group stage as well, Manchester United saw both teams to score in 6 of their 8 games played, or 75% of matches, and at Old Trafford, 4 of the last 5 Europa League games have seen both teams to score, or in around 80% of games. Taking a look at Lyon's record now, they've seen both teams to score in 2 of their last 3 Europa League knockout games. They've also seen both teams to score coming in 3 of their last 4 Europa League games straight up. In the group stages, Lyon saw both teams to score in 5 of their 8 matches played, and away from home in Europe, Lyon have seen both teams to score in 4 of their last 5 Europa League matches, or in around 80% of games. Therefore, taking all of this into account and the defensive fragility from both sides, I'm going to be backing both teams to score for a full stake in the one and only pick in today's episode. Considering there's only one pick, I'm not going to bother doing a recap, so if you've made it to this point in the video, please drop a like down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content, and as always, have yourself a lovely day.